Hey guys, what is going on? It is Bingzy here, and today I'm bringing you an episode of looking for a legend. And of course, if you have watched the last episode, we switched it up a little bit and I asked you guys to leave me some teams worth 50k or less around team of the season Aduriz, and two people actually left teams, and I've sort of mixed them both together because both of the teams what was left in the comments were 2 league and I really wanted a 3 league hybrid, so I sort of blended them together. I actually can't remember the names of the people who left the comments. I'll say their names at the end of the video. I'll have to go and find out who they were. But someone used Inaki Williams, Witsaw, Garay, and they actually used Grisito, but I've switched that up to Smolikov. And the only part which isn't from someone's comments is the BPL part of the team, Lloris, Zuma, and Baba. And that's just because I felt like switching it up and trying to make it a 4 league hybrid, I think it is. Yeah, 4 league hybrid. But as you can see, here is the team. It cost around, I think it was 120,000 coins, but Aduriz has actually dropped down in price dramatically, and I've ended up losing quite a few coins on him. So I'm sure you can get this team for around maybe 100,000 coins, which is absolutely insane considering how good this team was for me. And you'll see in the highlights how brilliant this team was. And I've actually had 2 disconnect losses back to back, and EA, I've just checked on Twitter and it's happening to pretty much everybody. As soon as you go into a game and the game finishes, you get disconnected and it ruins your record and stuff like that. So I've come away with wins, and it's came away with it said that I've lost and I've disconnected from the game even though the game is already finished. But I'm so confused by all that. But yeah, this is the team, guys. Let's go and have a look at the highlights I did manage to get with this squad. So guys, moving over to the highlights, you'll notice in pretty much every single one of these highlights, Aduriz has something to do with the goal. He was phenomenal. He run the show. I've never used a striker as clinical as Aduriz. He was absolutely insane. And you'll notice from the first 2 games that I played, he got back-to-back hat-tricks. And going into a game with a fresh team, you guys know it's very rare that one player who you haven't used before and you don't know really what to expect just dominates the entire games, runs the show. But I was really concerned about using this team. I'm sure you guys know, or have heard of it, or have heard at least about the chemistry glitch. If you haven't, I'll leave a link to Nepenthes' video in the description, as that's the one I watched which informed me on it. And it's a fantastic video, and he actually someone actually made a video proving this, that the chemistry glitch is a thing, which really did worry me a little bit. Because if you guys didn't know, I'll give you a brief. Basically, any special card or any non-day 1 card which wasn't in the game from day 1 of the game being released always gets 4 chem. Whether the card says it has 10 chem or not, it will always get 4 chemistry. So Aduriz technically was on 4 chem even though he was on 10 chemistry. It's hard to explain, but if you guys go and watch the video, you'll understand. But Aduriz, he has not got the greatest pace on his card, so I was expecting, obviously with him being base card, that he'd actually be quite slow and sluggish. But as you can see right here, he was burning people for pace. And I've got to be honest, I came up against the 86 rated Koscielny. I'm not sure if that is his highest rated card. I'm pretty sure it actually is. And I'm not sure how much pace that is. It's got to be over 80 surely if his normal card has 78. But Aduriz was burning him for pace. And I'm not talking only just getting in front of him. I'm talking like Aduriz looked like he had around 86, 87 pace at the time. And it worked amazingly. He's got the strength, he's got the pace, and he's got this incredible shot where you can literally shoot from anywhere on the pitch, and it's got a chance of going in. And if it doesn't, the keeper's going to parry it and you're going to get a lucky rebound, and 9 times out of 10 you've got an opportunity where you're going to score. This team was phenomenal for me, guys. I'd highly recommend you give it a try. Like I said, I think it costs around 100, maybe 110,000 coins maximum. Aduriz has dropped down in price, which is even better for you guys, seeing as how good he actually is. And I would do a player review on him, but I'm not too sure whether you guys would like me to do a looking for a legend episode and then do a player review on the same card that I've used straight after, because this is like a player review, a team review, and just pretty much everything. Now, the weak links in this team, there was 2, which were my main concerns for this team. Garay, who just wasn't very fast, but everything else was amazing about him. If he had a little bit more pace, he'd be perfect. And then Kingsley Coman. I've never been a big fan of Kingsley Coman's left wing card. I've used it a few times, and I just really don't enjoy it. There's obviously such better options, and for me personally, I always prefer Frank Ribery. He's my favourite left wing in the Bundesliga. Marco Reus as well, he's probably my second favourite, but Kingsley Coman, never really enjoyed his left wing card. I absolutely adore his striker card. I've even used his right mid card and enjoyed that, but for his left wing card, it's just not for me. But I know a lot of people who build Bundesliga teams use it, and obviously I have used a team which obviously you guys, my subscribers, have built, and I've put them both together, and Kingsley Coman was in one of them. So I decided to give him a second try, but it wasn't for me. As you can see, you just saw my record with Aduriz. I'm not sure what it was. I think it's 5 games, 8 goals. I may be wrong, but you guys would have seen it. And here is the team. But I'm going to end the video here, guys. I'm going to give this team a 7 out of 10. But for an overall enjoyment, so how much I enjoyed this team, I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10 because it was actually really fun to use. 2 pacey wingers, a really good striker, overall solid defense, and Xabi Alonso, he's just incredible. I don't know why people don't use him. He was probably the best midfielder out of the 3 of them. His passing was insane, his pace wasn't too bad, and it just worked incredible. So this team, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. Overall enjoyment, 10 out of 10. And yeah, Aduriz, I might do a player review. If you guys want to see that, let me know in the comments. So I'm not going to give too much away about him. But anyway, I'm going to end the video here, guys. Hopefully you did enjoy it. If you did, make sure you drop a like on the video. If you have any video suggestions, please let me know of them in the comments down below. And as always, guys, make sure you all have an absolutely incredible day. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and peace.